Okay, the last part of your notes is dealing with parallel and perpendicular lines. So we go to our last two columns and 2 rows. A couple things you need to know when writing the equation for a parallel line. Parallel lines, oops, let me screw this up. Parallel lines have the same slope. So in the box, add the information, and this is the part you need to memorize. Parallel lines have the same slope. Then they have a different y-intercept. So a different b. Alright, so the first thing you have to do when determining or writing the equation of a parallel line is you have to find the slope. Okay? And you have to look at the equation that's given to you and any other given information. In this problem, they tell us that the equation is in standard form right here. This is 3x plus 4y equals 6. And they tell us the point -6, -3. So first I'm going to start with the equation, the form. And to get to the slope whenever it's in standard form, we use -a over b. Well, in this problem, the a is 3 and the b is 4. So the slope would be -3 over 4. So now I have my slope, and I write the equation for the parallel line. It's going to be the same. I don't have to do anything with this answer. But we wanted to go through the point -6, -3. So now I have a slope. I have a point. We go back to point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So we're going to plug in the parts. We have y plus 3 equals -3/4 parentheses x plus 6. So this is the equation of the line parallel going through that point. We change this into slope-intercept form. We're still going to have to distribute and then solve for y. So this is y plus 3 equals a -3/4 x minus, well, we do 18 over 4. And we are going to solve for y. When we do this, we're going to show the answer. I'm going to show the answer in 2 forms because I want you to get familiar with the fraction as the y-intercept or as a decimal. So to solve, we're definitely just going to subtract 3 on both sides. Y equals -3/4. That doesn't look great. Y equals -3/4 x. And then we subtract, well, 18 over 4 minus 3 is a -15 over 2. Or we could write it as a decimal as such. So both of these are correct. Just want you to be okay with your y-intercept being a fraction. That's acceptable. That will happen. You'll see this on the review as well. So on your turn, your problem that you have is the point is -2,5. And then we're going to use the equation 3x minus 6y equals 4. So again, we're going to first find the slope using -a over b. I'll let you try to do that. Let's check. I'm going to give you some time to check and see if you're going through the steps correctly. Pause if you need to. Should have got the slope as 1/2. Now we're using the point and the slope because it's parallel. It's going to stay the same. The slope will stay the same. Alright, so that's dealing with parallel lines. Besides parallel lines, we're also going to look at perpendicular lines. Now, perpendicular lines, their slopes, and the symbol for perpendicular is upside down T. Their slopes have what I'm going to abbreviate: opposite, reciprocal slopes. Basically what that means, opposite means we're going to change the sign. And reciprocal means we're going to flip the slope. So, like before, we're going to start off with identifying our slope. This equation, kind of got cut off, is 3x minus 2y equals a negative 6. So the slope, start off finding negative a over b. The slope of this equation ends up being a positive, well, negative 3 over negative 2, which is a positive 3 over 2. That's the original slope. This is the original. Now we want to do the perpendicular slope. So I'm just going to draw the upside down T, and I'm going to take the slope, the original, change the sign. So if it's starting off as positive, now it's going to be negative, and then we're going to flip it. So this is going to be 2 over 3. So here's our perpendicular slope. We're now going to use the perpendicular slope with our point and put it in point slope form. So y plus 4 equals a negative 2/3. Parentheses x minus 6. There's our point slope form of the equation. We're going to distribute and solve for y. So y plus 4 equals a negative 2/3 x plus 4. Or basically you would have a positive 12 divided by 3, which is 4. And then we're going to solve for y by subtracting 4 on both sides. And we just get y equals 2/3 x. And this type of equation would be a direct variation. Notice that the slopes are opposite reciprocals. I forgot my sign here, sorry. Negative. And that's your biggest tell to determine if they're perpendicular or not. If you have flipped and then changed the sign. Alright, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to do your turn. Pause the video if you need to, and then come back and check. Alright, hopefully you went through the steps correctly. Kind of refer back to the video if you need it. But we are going to make sure we can apply this, the property for parallel slopes and perpendicular slopes, and basically our same steps for writing the equation based on what's given. Alright, the complete notes will be posted on Moto along with this video. Bye.